that?
It's coming down. Move everyone back. Now!
Yes, sir.
It's coming right at us! Run!
Hey.
Aizen.
Hello. It's good to see you, Renji. Do you have a moment for me? Quite some time. It's been a while, hasn't it? Just how many years has it been now since I lost you to Kenpachi? I've lost track. You're in Squad 6 now, aren't you?
That's right. What did you want to talk about?
Renji, tell me something. You're close to Rukia Kuchiki, aren't you?
Huh?
There's no need to hide it. I know you've been friends since your days in the Rukon district.
Yes.
Look, I'll get right to the point. In your opinion, does Rukia deserve to die?
Huh? I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you think it's strange? Her crime was the unauthorized loan of her spirit powers and an overlong absence from the Soul Society. I've never heard of anyone getting the ultimate penalty for crimes like those. On top of that, the return and disposal of her Gigai was ordered, and her stay of execution was shortened from 35 to 25 days. And of course, the use of Sokyoku for a Soul Reaper below the rank of captain is unprecedented. After everything, I can't help but think that someone is behind all of this.
Sir, Captain Aizen, just what are you getting at?
I have a bad feeling. Renji, maybe I...
All captains, report immediately for an emergency captains meeting. I repeat. All captains, report immediately for an emergency captains meeting. I repeat.
Wartime exception? Swords? Renji? I don't understand. How did this happen? And the Zanpakuto? Why are they having us carry them? Is the threat that we're facing really so serious as to require that?
Beware of Squad 3, especially.
Captain Aizen, I confess that I don't want to fight.
What is it? Is something wrong? Momo?
I'm sorry. May I speak with you for a moment? I know it's late, and I realize that this is rather rude of me. I won't sleep. I won't be rude and fall asleep right in front of you, Captain. I promise. Please.
Do you think I'd send you away simply for being rude? Do you really think that I'm as cold-hearted as that? Come in. You must have had a difficult day today. You can stay here until you calm down. I heard the news. It seems that Renji's going to live.
Really? Oh, thank goodness!
Captain Kuchiki called for his discharge, but that was met with opposition. As soon as his wounds heal, Renji can rejoin the main force.
Opposition? So then, was it you, Captain Aizen?
Not just me. He's a good fighter and is well-liked by everybody. As far as I'm aware, there's no one in the 13 Court Guard squads at all who wants to see him get discharged.
Captain Aizen's words, his voice, his entire demeanor, everything about him soothes my fears. I'm so glad that I decided to come here tonight. I'm very fortunate. I'm really happy that I get to work under you, Captain Aizen.
Hello there, Momo.
This is the Seijoto Kyurin. This is the place where the 46 all reside. I don't understand. Why exactly have you brought me here, Captain Ichimaru?
Have you ever been here before, Momo?
Of course not. This area is absolutely off limits. I've never seen it before.
There's someone I want you to see.
Someone that you want me to see?
That's right. Go on. Look behind you.
Behind me? Captain Aizen?
How have you been, Momo?
Can it be? Is it really you, Captain Aizen? I thought that you were dead.
I'm alive, as you can see.
Captain Aizen! I can't believe it!
I'm sorry. You must have been heartbroken.
It's Captain Aizen's hand! Just like before, it's the balm that heals my heart. I'm Captain Aizen's scent. It's true! It really is him!
You've lost weight, poor child. I'm so sorry. I had no idea I'd hurt you so badly. But I want you to know, it had to be you. There's something very important that I must do, and I had to stay hidden in order to do it. That's why I had to fake my death. And had you...
It's all right. It's all right. Just knowing that you're alive, it's good. That's enough for me.
Thank you, Momo. Our time together was a joy, a true pleasure. Thank you so much, Momo. Thank you very much indeed. Goodbye.
Captain?
Let's go, Geen.
Yes, Captain Aizen.
Geen. And
Hello, Toshiro.
Aizen!
But how? How can this be? Is it really you?
Of course, in the flesh, as you can see. But never mind. Captain Hitsugaya is back a good deal sooner than I'd expected him.
I'm sorry. It seems that Izuru must have failed.
What? Just what are you talking about? What is...
Haven't you guessed by now? Tactics, of course. Divide and conquer, the most basic way of weakening an enemy.
enemy? But... where's Momo?
Don't you know?
You... Momo! Momo.
How unfortunate. You found her. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to find out like this. I should have gone about this differently. Perhaps chopped her up and hidden away the pieces.
Aizen. Gin. Why? How long have you two been conspiring?
From the beginning.
Since before you faked your death? Was it that far back, Aizen?
You catch on slowly. From the beginning. Since I became a captain, I never truly considered anyone to be my lieutenant, aside from Gin.
Then, for this whole time, you were. That means Momo, me, every one of the other Soul Reapers under you. You were deceiving us all!
I never thought of it that way. The truth is, none of you were able to recognize my true identity.
You mean to say that you blame us? How could you be so cruel? You knew Momo joined the court guard because of you. She worked so hard, made so many sacrifices. She gave so much of herself, so much of her blood, sweat, and tears. All just so that she could have the opportunity to serve at your side.
Yes, that's true, which made her quite easy to manipulate and misdirect. And that's why. That's the reason I requested her for my squad. It was simply too good to pass up. Remember, Toshiro. Adoration is the state furthest from understanding.
Aizen! Bankai! Daiguren Hyorinmaru! Aizen, I'm going to kill you. I swear it!
You really shouldn't make rash threats. It makes you seem weak.
But how?
A magnificent sight. It's the wrong season, but I rather like seeing ice this time of year. Well then, shall we, Gin?
I thought I would find you here, Captain Aizen. No, I won't call you Captain. Not any longer. Now your name is just Sosuke Aizen, the traitor.
Hello, Captain Unohana. It's about time you showed up. I thought you'd be here much faster. Did it take this long to figure out where I was?
The Seijoto Kyorin is the only area in the entirety of the Seirete that has been designated as absolutely off-limits to outsiders, no matter who they are or what reason they may have to be there. And of course, that would make it the perfect place for someone who had gone to such elaborate extremes to fake his own death, even taking such pains as constructing that sophisticated doll in order to conceal himself from any prying and inquisitive eyes.
Almost. You deduced well, but you made two mistakes. First of all, I didn't actually come here in order to hide. And second of all, as a matter of fact, this isn't a doll.
When did he?
When? I had it in my hand. It was right here, this entire time. But I kept it hidden. I didn't allow you to see it until right now.
What?
What?
You'll understand soon enough. Watch, I'll unbind the spell. Shatter Kyoka Suigetsu. The ability that my Zanpakuto Kyoka Suigetsu possesses is complete hypnosis.
But Kyoka Suigetsu is a water-type Zanpakuto. It uses diffused reflections of fog and water to confuse one's enemies so that they kill each other.
That's what you told me. I remember, Captain Aizen.
You brought all of us together. All of us lieutenants. And you showed it to us.
So then, that was when you did it. That's when you hypnotized everyone.
Correct. Complete hypnosis disrupts the senses intensely so that the victim misidentifies the enemy. Appearance, shape, size, texture, and even smell are all affected to an extreme degree. In other words, a fly can appear to be a dragon, and a swamp can seem like it's a flower garden. The spell becomes activated when the victim sets eyes upon the released Kyoka Suigetsu. Having seen it even once, from that moment on, they are under its hypnotic power, and each subsequent time I release Kyoka Suigetsu, the hypnotic control returns.
Seen once, then...
Now you understand? Yes. And if the release must be seen in order for the spell to work, then it won't be able to function effectively against a blind person. From the very beginning, Kaname Tosen has been working for me. A word of praise before I go. You examined my body far more thoroughly than any of the others. The fact that you felt even the slightest bit of suspicion while under the influence of complete hypnosis is most remarkable, Captain Unohana. Goodbye. I doubt that I'll ever see any of you again.
Hold on!
What was that all about? What the... how is... We're on Sokyoku Hill.
Welcome, Renji.
Captain Aizen?
Leave Rukia Kuchiki here and just go.
I refuse.
What?
I said no. I will not. Captain Aizen.
I see. Wait, Keen. You're being so stubborn, Renji. If you won't give me Rukia, then I'm afraid I can't help you. But nevertheless, I'll let you have your way. Rukia may remain in your arms, but I'm afraid that the rest of you is going to have to go. Your defensive skills have improved noticeably, Renji. You've truly grown. That pleases me. But all the same, you've chosen a very bad time to be persistent. It's a challenging situation. It's difficult to step on ants without crushing them. As your former captain, I still feel some protectiveness. I'd hate to see you die.
Really? Is that a fact? You'd hate to see me die? Then why? Why did you kill Momo?
Oh, so that earlier disruption of spiritual pressure was Tentekura. It must have been Isane. Momo's death was unavoidable. She just couldn't live without me, and she had already served her purpose. I killed her out of compassion. Don't you see that? But it was never my desire to kill her myself. That's why I tried to get Izuru and Toshiro to do the job for me. But unfortunately, that didn't work out the way I'd hoped it would. So, grudgingly, I took care of it.
Is that so? Izuru, Momo, you had them right there. both of them in the palm of your hand!
And you, Renji.
Now I see. It's all clear. No way. No. You're not the Captain Aizen that I knew. Not anymore!
Sadly, I was never the Captain Aizen that you proclaimed to know. I'm afraid that person was merely an illusion, Renji. In fact, the Sosuke Aizen that you knew never even existed.
I don't know exactly what your game is, but you're definitely not getting your hands on Rukia now. Roar! Sabimaru!
Out of the three of you, I'd say that you were the most trouble, Renji.
His bare hand?
I was sure.
Wah!
Renji!
Even from the very first time that I met you three, I felt sure that I could use you. That's the reason why I decided to have you assigned to Squad 5 when I had the chance after you became members of the Court Guard. I made the two useful ones subordinates of Gin and myself, and sent you, the problem child of the bunch, to another company. It appears that my instinct was correct. For the last time, leave Rukia Kuchiki and go.
Please! Captain Aizen! Oh,
No! I won't give her to you! No way. I'm not leaving her. You bastard!
I see. That's unfortunate.
Hey, what are you kneeling down for? Is Rukia really that heavy? I thought I'd give you a hand, Renji.
Ichigo, I'm sorry that you had to come to our aid.
What? Well, you looked pretty pooped from just carrying Rukia around. Was running away too much for you, Renji?
Huh? Oh yeah? Well, you look like you could use a nice nap yourself. Maybe you ought to go and curl up in a comfy blanket somewhere. Nice and quiet!
What did you say? Are you for real? Is this the thanks I get?
What's wrong with you? Are you deaf? I was trying to thank you, but you...
So sorry. I didn't want to be ill-mannered and intrude, so I let that boy in.
That's all right. Just another ant to step on. It makes no difference whatsoever.
Is that Aizen?
Yeah.
Tell me, can you run right now, Renji?
I can, but I won't.
Now look.
I have a plan. Sabimaru may be broken, but he still has a few surprises left in him. I am going to fight. You know just as well as I do. I mean, there's no point at all in trying to run away. Listen, I'm not saying we can beat them, but maybe we can stun them, and in the end, walk out of here with some pride left.
Okay, sure. Well, all right. I guess that we're a team then. There.
You should be in two pieces right now. I must have miscalculated.
No. No! Where did he go? No!
Ichigo. Renji. I can't move.
Get up, Rukia Kuchiki. Oh, I see. You've been weakened thanks to the impact of my spiritual pressure.
Ichigo!
Poor thing, he's still conscious. Your will to live exceeds your skills, but it's working against you now. I wouldn't push myself too hard, though. Your backbone is the only thing holding the two halves of you together right now. Struggle all you want, but you're never going to be able to make it to your feet. It's not a matter of will. It's structurally impossible. But look at the bright side. You got farther than I expected. Now just rest quietly for a while. Your part in all this is over.
My part? My part?
Yes, I was fully aware that you would be coming. I even knew from where. I knew you would arrive in West Rukon District. That's the reason why I posted surveillance there. I lowered the wall around the Seirete right after your arrival. And additionally, placed squads 3 and 9 behind the gate. Then I had Gin drive you two away personally. Because the wall had been moved down, and with the captains roaming around there, behind it, I knew that Kukaku Shiba's Flower Crane Cannon would be your only way in. I will say your arrival was spectacular, and your group outwitted and outfought even the captains. Every single Soul Reaper in the whole Seirete was occupied with looking for you. Yes, the entire situation was very exciting and engaging. Thanks to the distraction that you provided, even the murder of a captain received little attention. You made things easy for me.
But hold on. I don't get this. How did you know that we'd arrive in West Rukon District?
That's completely obvious. It had to be there. West Rukon District is Kisuke Urahara's base of operations. The only place you could enter using a Senkaimon that he created was West Rukon District.
What?
That surprises you? Really? You work for him, don't you? Didn't you come to recapture Rukia Kuchiki on orders given by Kisuke Urahara?
What are you?
Oh, I see. Then that means you haven't been told. Ah, well. I suppose I can tell you now that it's all over. To start with, are you aware that Soul Reapers have 4 basic combat methods? They are Zanjutsu, Hakuda, Ho-Ho, and finally Kido. Each of these disciplines requires that the user have a certain level of power, but in attempting to master any particular one of those methods, one eventually runs into a wall that's determined by one's potential. At that point, improvement comes to a full stop. All Soul Reapers have these limits. It's unavoidable, but the question becomes, is it possible to break through the walls one encounters? It is, but only by one means. The solution is called hollowification. The hollowification of a Soul Reaper, the Soul Reaperification of hollows. By removing the barrier between these two opposing life forms, new heights of power and ability can be achieved. This isn't a new theory by any means. It's been around for quite a while. I focused my efforts on hollows, and eventually I was able to send out a number of hollows with powers very much like those that are possessed by Soul Reapers. Hollows that could turn off their spiritual pressure and make Zanpakuto disappear just by touching them. Hollows that could fuse with Soul Reapers. But none of them could be truly considered a new kind of being. There were others who delved into this field, but they were hindered by ignorance and the limitations of their ethics. In the end, no one was successful at it. That is, not until Kisuke Urahara. Working outside the Soul Society's scientific community, he created a substance that could remove the barrier between Hollows and Soul Reapers in an instant. It was called Hogyoku. It was very dangerous. At least he seemed to think so, because before long, he tried to destroy it. However, it was to no avail. To Kisuke's dismay, he soon discovered that he was not able to eliminate his creation. And so, reluctantly, he did what he had to do. At that point, Kisuke placed a protective shell around the Hogyoku. By doing so, he was able to implant it deep within a person's konpaku. Now, do you understand? The hiding place that he ended up choosing was you, Rukia Kuchiki.
What?
By the time that I'd become aware of this secret, you'd already gone missing somewhere in the world of the living. But instinctively, I knew that Kisuke Urahara was behind it. I can think of no one else who would have the capability to create an untraceable Gigai. So then, do you finally understand the truth now? He wasn't trying to help you. He was turning you into a human to conceal the whereabouts of the Hogyoku. Luckily, the situation didn't last long. It was only a few months later that you were discovered in the world of the living. And immediately,
Aizen!
It's been a long time since I was able to set eyes on your face. Tell me, what brought about the change, Sajin?
Why, you... How dare you grin at me like that, Aizen? You betrayed, misled, and deceived us all. But now you're going to pay for that. So will you, Kaname. Explain yourselves if you can. Or is there no good explanation? I'm sorry, Kaname. Arrancar! What? Aizen is still standing next to Kaname?
Hado number 90, Kurohitsugi.
They're both captain class. How could they be so unequal in strength?
Kyoka Suigetsu's complete hypnosis is flawless. Even if you know it's coming, you can't prepare. It's impossible to evade.
A level 90 Aisho Haki? Now that's scary. But I have to ask, when did you achieve that?
No, it was a failure. I couldn't even summon a third of its normal destructive capability. Hado in the 90s are rather unwieldy. Well then, I'm sorry. Now, where did we leave off? Oh yes, Rukia Kuchiki. The moment when you were discovered in the world of the living, the very first thing I did was to eliminate the Council of 46.
What?
Isane probably told you something to the effect of, Sosuke Aizen faked his own death and disappeared, and then he plotted and carried out the murder of the Council of 46. But that isn't the way it really happened. After you had been located, I killed the members of the Council, and then I placed a spell on the Central Underground Assembly Hall. That way, I made it appear as if the Council members were alive and were simply in session. Even if someone were to enter the chamber, they wouldn't see anything unusual. But then, if they didn't have the Council's permission in the first place, no captain would even be attempting to go there anyway. Then after that, the three of us hid ourselves inside the underground assembly hall. From there, we issued orders as though we were the Council of 46, with no one on the outside being any the wiser. To ensure that you were captured and returned, we dispatched your brother and Renji. In order to dissolve your Konpaku and extract the Hogyoku that had been hidden inside of you, the plan that I put together was to execute you with the Sogyoku. But we were cognizant of the fact that your Ryoka friends might very well make an attempt to rescue you. If the execution failed because of such an attempt or for some other reason, I needed to have a backup plan at the ready. And what I found is this.
No!
The secret. Amazing. Something as small as this. The Hogyoku. The Konpaku itself is undamaged. Amazing technology. Unfortunately, you are no longer needed. Kill her, Gin.
All right, then. Shoot him dead, Shinzo.
Byakuya. Byakuya, why? Why did you? Why? Byakuya. Byakuya. Byakuya.
Ah, there's a face I haven't seen for a while.
Don't move. You twitch so much as a finger. And you lose your head.
I see.
Don't move.
My apologies, Captain Aizen. I got caught.
Captain Tosin.
And it's over.
What?
Can't you see? Take a good look around. You're completely surrounded.
Aizen. Captain Aizen!
It's over, Aizen. What is it? What's so funny, Aizen?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's time.
Soiphone, get back!
You know, it really is too bad. I wouldn't have minded being your prisoner a while longer. Bye-bye, Kongiku. I'm sorry.
Huh? He's rising! You can't escape!
Stop. That light goes by the name Negacion. It's something that the Menos Grande use in order to rescue each other. The moment that light envelops something, it's all over. They're in another world now. It's been taken out of our hands. There's simply nothing that we can do any longer. It's the reality that anybody who's ever fought against the Menos Grande is well aware of. That from the moment at which the light came down, this was already over, and Aizen was beyond our reach even then.
Kaname! Come down here, Kaname! Why? Why did you become a Soul Reaper? Wasn't it for the sake of your dead friend? Wasn't it so that you'd be able to uphold justice? Where is your sense of justice now? Where has it gone?
I told you, Sajin. The path that I choose to follow is the one that's least soaked in blood. Justice is always there, and in fact, the path I walk is justice.
Chosen!
You joined forces with the Menos Grande, but why?
To seek greater heights.
Have you fallen, Aizen?
Don't kid yourself, Ukitake. No one has ever stood atop the heavens before. Not you, nor I, nor the gods. But the unbearable vacancy of heaven's throne ends now. I will stand at the top. It's time to say goodbye, Soul Reapers. It's time to say goodbye, Ryoka boy. You did prove to be interesting, at least for a human. Welcome back, Grimmjow.
Well, aren't you going to apologize, Grimmjow?
Not really.
You...
It's all right, Kaname. I'm not angry.
Lord Aizen.
I view Grimmjow's actions as a display of loyalty, albeit an overzealous one. Am I wrong, Grimmjow?
No, my lord.
Lord Aizen, let me execute him.
Kaname?
This is personal. The fact is that you just don't like me. Is that any way for a Director General to behave?
I believe that anyone who disrupts the peace should pay. That's all.
Whose peace? The group's?
Lord Aizen's.
Ha! Fine. Just hide behind the cause then.
Exactly. It's about the cause. Your raid lacked purpose. Killing without purpose is only murder. But, on the other hand, killing with purpose is justice. Hado number 54, Hien.
No! No, no, no! You rat! You cut off my arm! You're dead!
Stop, Grimmjow. If you attack Kaname, you'll force my hand. I'm afraid that I'll have no choice but to reprimand you.
Playing with your men again, huh? You're a cruel man.
Eavesdropping, Keen?
I'm sure you were aware of what Kaname was bound to do after you said what you did.
Perhaps.
You do realize we lost 5 Arrancars.
What of it? They were only Gillians. It won't affect our plan in the least, once we've assembled enough Vasta Lourdes and the Espada are complete. No one will be able to stop us. That's an interesting ability you have, girl.
Ulquiorra, entering.
Welcome, Ulquiorra and Yami. It won't be long now.
What's the status of the Hogyoku?
It's at 50%. it will awaken when the Soul Society expects it to. But there's a secret that only those who've actually touched the Hogyoku know. I strongly doubt that even Kisuke Urahara, who developed it, sealed it away abruptly, and never removed the seal, would know what it is. You see, if the Hogyoku is joined with someone who possesses twice the spiritual pressure of a captain while in a dormant state with its seal removed, its full power will be released, although for only a short time. Can you tell me what your name is, my new comrade?
Wonderweiss, Margera.
Do you remember the order I gave you a month ago, Ulquiorra?
Yes.
Carry it out. The choice is yours. You can take whomever you like.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and would you like to go too, Grimjow? Welcome. This is our palace, Las Noches. Orihime Inoue. That's your name, right?
Yes.
I'm sorry to rush you, but will you show me that power of yours, Orihime?
Yes.
There are a few here who aren't completely convinced of the value of your powers. Isn't that right, Lupi?
Yes, that's right. So our battle was just a diversion to get one stupid girl. Seriously, how could she be worth all that?
I'm sorry. I didn't think you'd get injured so severely. Orihime, would you please demonstrate your powers for us? By healing Grimjow's left arm.
Yeah, right! That's crazy, Lord Aizen! It's gone! Director General Tosin chopped it off! How can you heal something that's not there? She's not a god!
Soten Kishun, I reject.
Hey! Did you hear what I said, girl? If it doesn't work, I'm going to kill you. If your powers are bogus, then there's no reason to keep you alive. How? This goes way beyond some mere healing ability. Just what did you do, girl?
Good question. Ulquiorra is of the belief that it could be a form of temporal or spatial regression.
No way! How could a human possess such a power? It's totally impossible!
Indeed. It's neither of those things. Instead, it's a rejection of phenomena. What her powers do is to limit, reject, and deny any and all phenomena that have affected her subject. She can make it as if the damage never even happened in the first place. As you can probably tell, this is far more than temporal or spatial regression. In fact, it oversteps the limitations set by the gods. In short, her powers violate divine law.
What?
Hey, girl. Heal one more thing.
What do you think you're doing, Green Jow? Green Jow!
just this. Bye-bye, number 6. It's back! My power is back! I am the Sexta Espada, Grimmjow!
To we who were born from fear, the path he walks, the path of fearlessness, shimmers like moonlight amid the darkness. In short, he is.
We have some intruders.
What? Intruders?
Underground Passage 22 has self-destructed.
Oh, that's so? They picked an awfully far-off spot to try to break in through.
You can say that again. It would have been a whole lot of fun if they'd managed to break right into the throne room instead.
Excellent.
Shut up! I'm trying to sleep over here. Stop screaming.
Good morning, Espada. We've been invaded. But first, let's have some tea. There are 3 intruders: Uryu Ishida, Yasutora Sato, and Ichigo Kurosaki.
What?
Don't underestimate them. The 3 of them were among the Ryoka that previously invaded the Soul Society. Together, they were able to defy the 13 court guard squads.
There were 4 then. They're 1 short this time. So who's missing?
Orihime Inoue. So they've come to rescue their friend, have they? I like it, but they look pretty weak.
Are you deaf? Didn't you hear what Aizen said? You were just warned not to underestimate them.
I didn't mean it like that. Don't get your panties in a bunch. What's the deal, anyway? Are you afraid of them or something?
Where are you going, Grimmjow?
I'm gonna kill them all. They're nothing but vermin. The sooner they're exterminated, the better.
Lord Aizen hasn't given you your orders yet. Sit down.
I'm gonna kill them. I'll eliminate them for Lord Aizen.
Grimmjow?
Yes?
Your enthusiasm is appreciated, as always, but I haven't finished talking yet. So please, just sit down. What's wrong? I didn't hear you, Grimmjow Jaggerjack.
What?
Good. Now we understand each other. Now then, as you can see, 3 enemies have arrived. I wouldn't underestimate them, but there's no need for excessive alarm either. I want all of you to return to your stations and go about your business as usual. Don't be overconfident and don't be reckless. Just wait for the enemy. And also, don't be afraid, no matter what happens, as long as you're with me. No one will be able to defeat you. Welcome, Orihime. Thank you so much for coming. There's something that I want to show you. Well now, Please take a look at this, Orihime.
The Hogyoku.
So you recognize it? Yes, this is the Hogyoku. Its sleep has been disrupted a number of times lately, so it's a bit weak right now, but it's making steady progress. It will fully awaken soon. Turning hollows into Arrancars, the creation of the Oken, the royal key, neither of those would be possible without the Hogyoku. The reason that I'm showing you this is in order to ensure that you know I trust you. Your ability, the rejection of phenomena, the denial of events that have actually occurred, the destruction of a phenomenon itself is a truly tremendous power. I'll be completely frank with you. I need your help, Orihime. I'm hoping you'll use that ability of yours to help me. You will, won't you?
I don't believe that he showed it to me because he trusts me or anything like that. But, well, now at least I know where it can be found. And now, I know what my power is. Thank you, Ichigo. I appreciate you coming here to try to save me, but I figured out what it is that I have to do here. And it's something that only I am going to be able to do. It's the only way. My mission in Waco Mundo is to destroy the Hogyoku.
What a stench, as usual.
I agree.
This is what they mean when they talk about the smell of death.
It's completely fine. After all, the smell of death is perfectly appropriate here.
This is really the end! Not so fast. It's been quite a while, Aizen.
Well, would you look at that? The old gang's all here.
It's been a while, Aizen.
That's... Shinji Hirako. So that's what was going on. You were hiding in the world of the living.
It's been a long time. Is there anybody in particular that you want to say hi to in the 13 Court Guard squads?
Not me!
Nobody in the 13 Court Guard squads. All right, well, I think that I should go and say hello to the head captain.
Hey! Hold up, Shinji!
Tell me, have you come here to seek revenge?
Yeah, against Aizen. I don't really care about you. If I hate you for anything, it's for deciding to fight inside of a super strong force field. If we didn't find Lieutenant Sasakibe patrolling outside, then we probably would have been going around in circles forever.
Shinji Hirako, let me ask you this. Can we consider you our allies for now?
All right, so, what do you think? Of course not. We're not actually your allies. But to that, I'll add this. We're Aizen's enemies. And Ichigo's ally.
Ichigo Kurosaki.
Are you just about done talking to him? No, but I think we're just about out of time. It seems to me that the enemy's going to run out of patience very soon.
Man, that boy is way too noisy. Now the mood is ruined. I really don't like that about him, not one bit.
The words "Wonder Why Speaks" have meaning. Shut up and watch.
Number 2 died and he didn't even say a single word. How disappointing.
Out of my way. Step aside, Gin. I'm only here in order to seek revenge on Aizen.
Tell the truth. Do you really believe that any of us would simply get out of the way? And besides, I've always wanted to fight against you at least once, Captain Hirako.
That's enough, Gin. Let's end this.
What did you say?
Lord Aizen.
Fact is, you've served your purpose. Looks like you people were not worthy of fighting under me. Gin, Kaname, let's go. I never imagined, after all the trouble I went through assembling you Espadas, that all your powers would be so incredibly inferior to mine. Now then, let's begin. The 13 court guard squads, plus all you phony Arrancars. Now then, let's begin. The 13 court guard squads, plus all you phony Arrancars.
Aizen!
Be careful when you approach him. Given Aizen's abilities, if you approach him too carelessly, then that will be the end of you.
Don't you think I know that?
You fool. I'm talking to you. Now then, loosen up on the hilt, Hiyori.
Touching. Such compassionate words, Captain Hirako.
Hiyori!
But approaching carelessly will be the end. It sounds so absurd. Whether you approach carelessly, or do so with caution, or even don't bother to approach at all, it won't make the slightest bit of difference. I'm not talking about the future. Your destruction is set. It's an inescapable and unpreventable fact of history.
He's taunting us. Don't let him get to you!
What exactly is there to fear? You all died that night. It was something that happened 100 years ago now.
Hiyori!
Well, all right then. That's one down.
Hiyori! Hiyori! Hiyori!
I'm sorry, Shinji. I just couldn't hold back.
I like that look. Those are the eyes of a man who's awake for the first time in 100 years, Shinji Hirako. Do you hate me? If you hate me, then attack me. You're special. I'll use my sword against you.
Hachi!
Yes.
I know you're missing an arm, but will you take care of Hiyori? Do whatever is necessary. Keep her alive until Ichigo returns.
You must really have a great deal of trust in that boy.
I would imagine. That's unfathomable for someone who doesn't even trust his own people.
When you get down to it, trust is the same thing as reliance. It's a product of cowardice, and frankly, it's unnecessary for us.
That's funny coming from a man with such a huge entourage. I'm well aware that you encourage your underlings to develop a strong sense of trust in you.
I don't. I've never asked my people to put their trust in me. I told them to come with me, but I never asked for their trust. I constantly tell them never to trust anybody, including me. But unfortunately, there are very few of them who have the strength to follow my counsel. It's universal. All beings trust their superiors. They simply won't be able to survive if they don't follow blindly. And those who are trusted seek to take the burden of trust they've been given and pass it on to those above them. Then those who are above them will in turn pass it on even higher up still. And that procession of trust is how all kings are created. And how all gods are born. Don't put your trust in me just yet, Shinji Hirako. It'll take some time, but I'll teach you who the god is that you should put your faith in. And only then you can trust him.
You're finally drawing your sword. You certainly took your time. You said it yourself 100 years ago. I never opened up to you, never shared with you, never gave you information, or even tried getting to know you. That's the reason why, even today, you don't know what my Zanpakuto's ability is. If you think your Kyoka Suigetsu is the only Zanpakuto that has the ability to control a person's senses, you're sadly mistaken. Collapse, Sakanade. It seems that you didn't. Up, down, left, right, front and back, and even the direction of your sight and the orientation of your wounds become reversed. Up, down, left, right, front, back, the direction from which you're wounded. Do you really believe that you'll be able to fight while adjusting all those variables in your head? It's impossible. No one can do that. The stronger you are, it's likely that you fought more. And the more battle experience you have, the more you're likely to rely on your ingrained senses, sight, and reflex!
Pity. So that's it? It's just an optical illusion. It's nowhere near the level of my power, which takes control of all 5 senses. It's rather easy once you get used to it. It's child's play, Shinji Hirako.
Don't look at his Shikai. The only way to avoid that is to end this with one strike. Cut him! Cut him! I'm behind him!
It's been a while, Ryoka boy.
My first strike! He blocked it!
That was a nice attack, but your target was a poor one. The back of the neck is every creature's worst blind spot. Did you think that I'd ever step into battle without placing defensive measures there?
I blew it! I can't believe I did that! I was so focused on not messing up my holification that I missed my opportunity! I should have just struck him while I was still holified!
I bet that I can guess what you're thinking. You wasted your first strike. You should have struck me while you were holified. One strike might have finished me if you'd done so. Try again. Go on ahead. I'll show you your own hubris. Why are you keeping your distance? Are you frightened? Are you afraid to get too close and lose sight of any part of me? Distance really only matters when a fight is between 2 combatants of equal strength. Since we're talking about you and me, distance becomes irrelevant. Let me ask you something, Ryoka boy. What are you doing this for? Why are you fighting me? Is it because you hate me? Well, you shouldn't. After all, the fact that you're here means at least one thing. Orihime Inoue, is safe. Judging from the way that you look, I think it's safe to assume that none of your friends are dead. If that's all true, can you really hate me from the bottom of your heart? It's impossible. You're not filled with hatred right now. You're only swinging your sword with a sense of duty. I don't believe that you'll touch me like that. A fighting spirit that lacks hate is like an eagle without wings. You can't protect anything if you're feeling like that. All of your powerless friends will be little more than dead weight that's only holding you down.
Don't let him intimidate you, Ichigo Kurosaki.
Sajin!
Taunts are his specialty. Lose yourself and you lose your life. Don't worry. I know the reason why the captains who went to Hueco Mundo decided to send you here first. I won't let you see Aizen Shikai.
We'll fight. We'll do all that we can to protect you.
Fight to protect me? What? What are you guys talking about? That's crazy! Look at you, you're all beat up!
What's so crazy about it? I mean, to be honest, allowing you to fight alone would be even crazier. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people who wouldn't appreciate you doing this single-handedly. Listen, don't try to take all this on yourself. That's arrogance. Every one of us has a stake in this battle.
You hurled yourself at me without giving it much thought. That was terribly reckless of you, Captain Hitsugaya.
Somebody had to be the one to make the first move, and missing an opportunity to attack plays right into your hands. I have to commend you. After all, you didn't use Kyoka Suigetsu on your very first swing.
Allow me to commend you in turn for being wise enough not to try to attack all by yourself.
Are you implying that we're cowardly, Captain Aizen?
I correct myself if it sounded that way, Captain Kyoraku.
Toshiro! Shunsui!
You have my gratitude, Ichigo Kurosaki. I believe that if you hadn't attacked Aizen right at that very moment, I would have flown at him in my profound rage, and I would have ended up being killed. So thank you.
What's the deal? Why didn't you bring Orihime back? But I suppose that you at least did come back with Unohana, so I forgive you. Let's go.
Unohana.
You can save all the pleasantries for later on.
Put on your game face already. We'll only get one chance to attack him. We'll squander the opportunity like that. We're fighting to live. And also, we're all fighting to save ourselves. To save you and everybody. To make sure we protect all of them from Aizen. So don't fall behind, Ichigo Kurosaki.
That's right. What am I so afraid of? It's the Visor and the captains. Believe. That's right. I can put my trust in them. Watch closely. See where this battle goes.
Aizen, earlier you said that a blade without hatred is like an eagle without wings. That a sword swung out of duty wouldn't be able to reach you. I'll tell you this since you don't seem to know. Swinging a sword for duty alone is exactly what a captain is supposed to do. To swing a sword out of hatred is nothing but barbaric violence. That isn't a battle. That's not what we'd call it. Aizen, the fact of the matter is, you simply aren't captain material.
Interesting. I confess I'm surprised to hear those words, especially coming from the captain who most likely hates me the most out of anyone. Are you trying to tell me that there's no hatred in that sword you're holding? Or else, Perhaps you're implying that all of your hatred just disappeared the moment that Momo showed up here fully healed.
Bankai. Daiguren Hyoin Maru! It's just like you said before, Aizen. You see, in this sword of mine, there is hatred. I'll admit it. I didn't come here to fight. The reason that I came here is to cut you down where you stand. It's over, Aizen.
So naive. To rush at an enemy at the first opportunity. That is your greatest weakness, Captain Hitsugaya.
Oh no, everything's backwards. Damn it.
We got him! They did it! They really did it! The captains pulled it off! Huh? You sure you should be standing up, Momo?
Momo?
Well, well. It looks like we finally reached the turning point. Wouldn't you say that's the case, Gi?
What? What? What the hell are you guys doing? Momo? Fiend!
Since when?
Since when? An interesting question. The power of Kyoka Suigetsu is complete hypnosis. It has the ability to create a convincing illusion by controlling all 5 senses of its target at all times.
How long has it been, huh? Just how long have you been using Kyoka Suigetsu?
Then let me ask you this. For how long now have you been under the illusion that I wasn't using Kyoka Suigetsu?
Shiro... But... why?
Aizen! Wait, Captain Hitsugaya!
Vulnerabilities everywhere. I won't kill you. With the kind of power you have, I'd imagine that it would be difficult to even pass out from a wound like that. Now, just watch. You can observe the end of this battle as you lie helplessly on the ground. So the head captain finally arrives, but you're too late. You're the only captain left who's got any real ability.
To die in order to eliminate great evil. That is the credo that the 13 Court God squads follow. This is... What? The flame of Ryujin Jaka died out.
Your Ryujin Jaka is the ultimate Zanpakuto. There's no doubt of that. If we fought toe-to-toe, then you'd most probably end up winning. But when all other powers are abandoned in order to strengthen a single power, even the ultimate can be opposed. He, Wonderwise, is the only modified Arrancar, and his resurrection is Extinguir. That's right, an Arrancar created for the sole purpose of containing your Ryujin Jaka. To obtain that one power, Wonderwise sacrificed his speech, his intellect, his memory, and even his reason. You can't do anything against that power, the ability for which he exchanged everything. Goodbye, Genryusai Yamamoto.
You are naive. So much so it makes me dizzy. Don't you have any idea of why I've been able to serve as head captain of the 13 Court God squads for a millennium? It is simple. Because no soul reaper stronger than me has emerged for 1,000 years. I don't believe that I held anything back at all. I must say, you're one tough kid. Well then, if I am not able to defeat you with Ikotsu, I should warn you that this may hurt a little bit. Is that all right? That's right. Your voice has been silenced. You have lost your ability to speak. I am glad. It is a good thing that you no longer look like a child. Now I can beat you to death without feeling any guilt. Sokotsu! Poor creature. With all that was taken from you, you were not robbed of your emotions. How very cruel indeed.
Cruel? Souls that have become hollows have no purpose. They are meant only to mindlessly consume other souls. What's so cruel about trying to provide them with more meaning, to give them a purpose? It's you who is the truly cruel one for shattering that soul to pieces.
I have no intention of getting into a silly argument with you. Speak while you have the chance. Soon enough, it will be over.
Silly arguments? Because you insist on taking my words lightly, you overlook the meaning that's behind them. Remember what I said about Extinguir? It was created for the sole purpose of containing the flame of Ryujin Jaka. And when I say contain, I mean trapping it inside your sword, so that no new flames can be produced. But is that the only flame? There's another. That flame was emitted by your sword already. So, where was that flame contained then?
What?
You're a smart man. If all that energy you emitted was to be released in an instant indiscriminately, you know what would happen. To have minimized the effects of that blast to just this, no wonder you're the head captain of the 13 court guard squads. If you hadn't held it back with your own body, your flame would have easily blasted away the fragile barrier you put up. This tiny town would have been reduced to nothing but ashes and dust. I thank you, Genryusai Yamamoto. Thanks to you, this world was saved from destruction.
Damn you!
Genryusai Yamamoto, I won't tell you that I will spare your life. You're the living embodiment of the Soul Society's history, and I will finish you with my own sword.
How many times must I tell you the same thing, upstart?
His arm is cracking. This is a forbidden technique that can only be activated by sacrificing one's own body.
You're naive. Addon number 96. Itakaso!
I underestimated his willingness to sacrifice his charred body to use as a weapon. Ichigo Kurosaki.
It's time to settle this!
You missed your chance to kill me, Ichigo Kurosaki.
It was enough. I wounded you.
Wounded me? You call this a wound?
Instant regeneration!
It's not instant regeneration. Did you really believe that I would holofy? This is it instinctively protecting its master.
What do you mean? That's...
the Hogyoku. So I see. This is your spiritual pressure. Magnificent. You've really grown, just as I envisioned.
What?
Your encounter with Rukia Kuchiki. Your Soul Reaper powers were awakened in your battle with Uryu Ishida. You realized the power of your Zanpakuto during your fight with Rinji Abarai. You found a foothold for your Bankai amid your battle with Kenpachi Zaraki. You took a step toward holofying in your battle with Byakuya Kuchiki. In your battle with Grimjow, you mastered holification. And in your battle with Ulquiorra, it seems that you were able to gain an even greater power. Ichigo Kurosaki, all of the battles that you fought took place in the palm of my hand.
Wait a second. You mean all of my battles took place in the palm of your hand? Hold on, what? But what does that mean? What does that mean? Tell me! Start talking!
Don't raise your voice to me. You shouldn't be so surprised by this. I merely developed a certainty. I became convinced that you'd make the best research subject for me. so I took opportunities to assist you in your development. Didn't you ever suspect something? Didn't you think it rather strange that you, who'd never seen a hollow before in your life, would end up being attacked by one so shortly after you met Rukia Kuchiki? That a Manos Grande would be drawn by Quincy bait, which is only used to lure low-level hollows. That Rukia Kuchiki, whose spiritual pressure hadn't been detected till then, should be so conveniently arrested by the Soul Society just coincidentally when you were beginning in earnest to get the hang of fighting as a Soul Reaper. Rinji Ibarra, Kenpachi Zaraki, Byakuya Kuchiki, every one of them fought you when your powers just so happened to have developed to the point where they were nearly equal to their own abilities. Didn't you ever stop to think that it was strange?
Hold on.
Did you chalk it all up to fate? Did you think this attack was a coincidence as well?
Hold on!
Did you think your victories were the result of your own efforts? Don't disappoint me. You should be stronger than this, more perceptive than this. What's the matter? Don't you believe me?
Of course not.
But it's the truth.
It's a lie! You're telling me that you were behind all my battles! That you orchestrated absolutely everything! What kind of moron would believe that? I remember what you said before. You said that when you found Rukia, it was after she had gone missing in the world of the living. But now, you're telling me that you knew me from the moment that I met her? It doesn't add up at all!
You make an interesting point. You just said yourself that it's a lie. In short, you don't believe me. Right now, you claim that my words are nothing but lies, but even so, didn't you believe that what I said to you back then was true? It's understandable. I sympathize with you. In this world, there are no absolute truths or lies. The only thing that exists is harsh reality. Nevertheless, everything that exists in this entire world lives by conveniently believing a few untruths that they convince themselves to be fact. That's essentially the only way they know how to live. But for the weak, who make up the majority of this world, there are some facts which are simply too painful to believe, so their existence is denied. Are you sure that what you believe to be facts are all true? Let me ask you this. Who assigned Rukia Kuchiki to the world of the living? And something else, who equipped Rinji Ibarra with the spiritual pressure detection ability? And yet another question, who was it that included the information about your whereabouts in the reports given to the lieutenants? And do you truly believe that I was unable to detect the Hogyoku's location for 100 years after it was created?
Okay. One question. Let's go back to earlier. You said that you were sure that I was gonna be the very best subject for your research. Why is that? What made you so sure about it? If you were really watching me from the moment I met Rukia, then tell me, when exactly did you become convinced that I'd be the best?
From the beginning.
Come on, just cut the crap!
Didn't you hear me? I said it was from the beginning. The fact is that I've known you from the very moment you were born.
What?
You were special even from the instant of your birth, because you are human. And also...
That's enough talk, Aizen.
Putting some distance between us, a wise decision. Must be in their blood.
Dad.
Stare all you want. This is for real. I'll explain later. I know you've probably got a lot of questions. I'll tell you every...
I don't. You had your reasons for not telling me. But still, I'm in a real bind here. I don't know how to ask you what I want to ask you without sounding like I'm disrespecting you. So I guess I'll just have to wait until you want to tell me.
You're talking as if you're a grown man.
I picked it up. Somebody said something like that to me once. I remember that it made me feel relieved.
They've cloaked their spiritual pressure. That's quite the force field they've put up. You've been watching for an awfully long time, Geen.
I wasn't only sitting there and watching. I just couldn't find an opportunity or reason to step in. That's all.
I see.
What's wrong? You're really slowing down a lot. Reached your limit already?
Yes. So it seems. I've reached my limit. As a Soul Reaper, that is. My soul is being replaced. It seems the Hogyoku is finally beginning to understand who I am. I'm saying the Hogyoku has a mind of its own.
Sounds like you're talking nonsense to me.
I don't fault you for not feeling it. I only realized the truth about the Hogyoku after I had become its master. What do you think the Hogyoku's power is exactly? Do you think it controls the boundaries between Hollows and Soul Reapers? Two conflicting opposites? Wrong. The Hogyoku's true power is the ability to read the hearts of those around it and to realize their deepest desires.
What?
Don't you see? Everything that's appeared around Ichigo Kurosaki, Rukia Kuchiki, Kisuke Urahara, nearly everything that you've experienced so far, every last part of it was brought into being by the Hogyoku. Kisuke Urahara didn't understand. He mistook the nature of its power. He thought that it controlled the boundaries between Hollows and Soul Reapers, because that was his deepest wish as the Hogyoku's creator. Rukia Kuchiki's spiritual powers were all transferred to Ichigo Kurosaki, causing her to lose her Soul Reaper powers. The reason for that was because she was torturing herself for having killed Kaien Shiba. Yasutora Sado, Orihime Inoue, their special powers were awakened because in the deepest recesses of their hearts, they cursed their own powerlessness and longed to overcome it. I knew that the Hogyoku's true power wasn't actually to control the boundaries between Hollows and Soul Reapers, as Kisuke Urahara claimed it was. Because if that were truly the case, then Shinji Hirako and the others would never have ended up becoming completely visored. The hollowifying of Shinji Hirako and the others was an experiment in hollowification as well as a verification of the Hogyoku's powers. The experiment was an unqualified success. With the activation of the Hogyoku's powers by Kisuke Urahara, Shinji Hirako and the others evolved into complete visored. And then, armed with my suspicions about the Hogyoku's powers, I took a step and sent Rukia Kuchiki to Ichigo Kurosaki. Of course, even the Hogyoku's power has its limits. It manifests whatever is in the hearts of the beings around it, but it's not quite that simple. It only materializes something if it is within the abilities of the subject at hand. In that sense, it is a power to lead the subject in the direction it wishes to go. But living beings are strange creatures. They are designed to strive so that they may realize whatever their undersized hearts desire.
You...
Way to stop it. That was pretty good, even if it was pure luck.
Ichigo!
Shut up! I'm really close to finishing him off. Stay out of this.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Captain Aizen. Did I interrupt your conversation?
No, we're done here. This conversation is over.
Dad? What the heck is that? What's happening?
How should I know?
How appropriate that the name it was given should be Hogyoku. The power it has shatters the horizon, blasting it into its constituent parts, separating the divine and the earthly. You've come. Kisuke Urahara.
It's been a long time, Aizen. I must say, that's an awfully strange look for you.
The process of evolution is usually a rather ugly operation.
I didn't actually say that it was ugly, though. So, you fused with the Hogyoku. Very impressive.
Not fused. I would prefer you said I subdued. The Hogyoku you weren't able to control yourself.
Amazing.
Aizen, it seems that you really let your guard down. You're barely doing anything to protect yourself after taking in the Hogyoku.
You're quite right. I let down my guard because it is no longer necessary for me to be cautious. I feel it. After having subdued the Hogyoku, my body is beginning to progress past all of its old powers, surpassing them, advancing them. And they were already unequaled in the Soul Society. Not even a Kido in the 90s is worth bothering to elude for me now.
You're mistaken. I didn't say you'd let your guard down because you weren't eluding my Kido. In the past, you wouldn't have touched me twice without having conceived of some kind of plan in advance.
What's this?
Seals. I've plugged up all of the spiritual pressure vents that all Soul Reapers have on their wrists. You're going to end up being burned from within by your own spiritual pressure.
Mr. Urahara!
Not yet. I wish it were that easy. Believe me, I do. But then he'd be just another monster. I'm sure he'll be back soon.
What the hell is that?
You tricked me into attacking, using a Kido in the 90s as bait in order to burn me from within by means of a technique you developed. Had it not been No. Had it not been I with a subdued Hogyoku, this fight would have been over. But sadly, the Hogyoku, through your very own creation, is beyond your comprehension. Even this technique, which you probably developed in preparation for this battle, won't be able to harm me. Yoruichi.
How'd you like that? That should...
Yoruichi! Get away from there!
I see. The fact that your leg wasn't harmed by my attack means that it's something that's notably out of the ordinary.
Oh man, that was special iron anti-hierro armor too. I didn't expect it to be broken so easily.
Don't make me laugh. Was that your secret weapon? Don't think you can...
Get some attention!
How'd that work?
I'm not sure. To be honest, I haven't been able to read his spiritual pressure since he transformed. It's obvious that he's terrifyingly powerful, but even as I attack him, it's almost as if he's not even there. It's creepy. The only one who can perceive Aizen's power right now is someone who's in the same state as he is.
That was a fine strike. I understood that attack perfectly.
What is that in there? What's happening?
And now, I think it's time you people understood my power too.
You okay? I'm right here behind you. Gotcha. Just kidding. Tell you what, let's take a little break. What the? It's okay. Let's just watch. It's inevitable. I've been with Aizen for quite a long time now, but I've never seen that before. Then again, he absorbed the Hogyoku before I knew it, so I shouldn't be surprised. You get what I'm saying? There's really nothing that anybody can do. You and them are gonna die, and that'll be that. It'll be all over then.
No way. I won't let that happen.
Good, good. I had a feeling you'd say that.
Besides, with Aizen the way that he is, pretty much anything could happen to you too.
Oh my. Well, I didn't think that you were going to say that. That makes it sound like you've already made the assumption that you're gonna die, like it's a given. Really? Have you given up already? Just like that? You're just going to up and quit?
That's...
Look at you. Tell me, were you always this weak?
Yeah.
Oh, well, whatever. Listen, you should just run away. It's all over for you. You're not a warrior anymore. You're not a soul reaper, not a hollow, not a human. You're nothing. You really think you have any chance of beating somebody who those three weren't able to beat? In that incomplete state of yours? Look, with all due respect, get out of here. You don't want to die yet, do you? I'm simply not interested in you anymore. I'm sure that even Captain Aizen would be really disappointed in you right now. You're scared, right? I mean of Captain Aizen. You sensed it, didn't you? Captain Aizen's overwhelming power. That was the final warning I'm going to give you. If you're not going to start running, then I'll just have to kill you right here and now.
Gin, what were you trying to do to him just now?
Nothing. I was just teasing him a bit.
I see. Open the Senkaimon. We're going to invade Karakura Town in the Soul Society. It's not necessary to destroy Tenkaiketsu. It would be more convenient to create the Oaken, the royal key in the Soul Society, to take down the royal palace.
Yes.
Wait!
Captain Aizen.
Yes, it seems that the chrysalis stage is now over. What a relief. Now, at last, I'll be able to witness the end of the Soul Society with my very own eyes. I'm going to leave you here. I can devour you later on, after all of this has reached its conclusion. The Dangai. My, how terribly nostalgic. Must be the cleaner.
That's not good. I think that we should get going, Captain Aizen. Captain Aizen, listen. We should really get going. That thing isn't a creature of spiritual pressure. It's actually a creature of reason. It's not something spiritual pressure can handle.
What's there to fear, Geen? Certainly not reason. Reason is but a shield for those who cower behind it. Well, all right. Shall we then? Karakura Town must lie in that direction. We strayed from our course slightly.
Come on now. Don't say it like it's my fault. The reason that we got off course is because you had to go and get all rambunctious.
You're right. I apologize. Let's walk for a bit. I see. This view doesn't become the Soul Society at all. Now, this will be our last look at it.
I got here in time. Aizen. Geen.
Rangiku.
When you said you were just in time, did you mean in time to protect those people? Or were you referring to the annihilation of Karakura Town and the creation of the Oaken, the royal key? Well, either way, you were wrong. What's wrong? Don't you enjoy talking to me?
Captain Aizen, I'm sorry about my old friend. I'll get her out of your sight immediately.
No problem. We're not in any rush. Take your time catching up with her here.
She's in the way, isn't she?
Not at all. Ah, yes. He's an interesting boy indeed. Well then, let's go. We have some rats to chase.
All right, I'm back now, Captain Aizen.
So you are. What did you do with her?
I killed her.
Her spiritual pressure is most certainly gone. I'm surprised. I had actually entertained the thought that you might choose to show her mercy when push came to shove.
Mercy? Please. I'm afraid that I don't have any of that. Didn't I tell you the first time that we met? I'm just like a snake. My skin is cold. I have no heart. I slither around searching for prey with the tip of my tongue, and I swallow the people that I care about whole. That's the kind of creature that I am. Don't you remember that about me? Looks like you've been busy too, Captain Aizen. How many people do you think that you've killed now?
I didn't count. They're inconsequential. Come, Geen. I can sense that Ichigo Kurasaki's friends are now nearby.
Wow.
After we confront and kill them, we'll hang their bodies somewhere conspicuous outside of the town. And we'll begin the creation of the Awaken.
Sounds good to me. All right, well, if that's the case, I'll take care of those kids.
Gin.
The only way there is to escape from underneath the power of Kyoka Suigetsu is to touch the blade before complete hypnosis has even been activated. It took decades of work on my part to finally get that information out of you. There's not a single person in the 13 court guard squads who knows that fact, yet they were all thoroughly convinced that they'd be able to kill you. Although, it was interesting to watch them try. But in actuality, I'm the only one who can kill you, Captain Aizen.
I knew. I always kept you close by my side, ever aware of the plan you had in mind, because I was curious to see exactly how you'd go about trying to take my life. But I'm disappointed, Gin. I hope you don't think that you can kill me this easily.
I don't. Can you see it? Right here, it's chipped. You see, I left a small fragment of it inside of you.
What?
I told you about the ability that my Bankai has a while back, didn't I? I'm sorry. The thing is, I lied to you. It doesn't stretch as long as I said. It doesn't stretch as fast as I said. But it turns into dust for an instant the moment that it expands and contracts. And inside of the blade is a deadly poison that actually dissolves cells. I can see that you understand now. Just now, when I contracted my sword after piercing your chest, I left a fragment of the blade inside of you. It's nestled within your heart right now.
Gin.
If you've got something to say, you'd better say it fast. Then again, even if you do, you're gonna die anyway. Kill him. Ishini no Yori.
Gin! You
get to die with a hole in your chest. That should make you happy.
Gin!
That's it. It's over. It's over now.
I've won, Gin. It's true that the Hogyoku you took away may no longer be inside me right now. But it belongs to me.
What is this?
Evolution requires fear. It's initiated and spurred onward by the fear that one will perish if one remains stagnant. Thank you, Gin. I owe you a debt of gratitude. Thanks to you, I've finally become a being that transcends both Soul Reapers and Hollows.
Gin!
Rankiku, I wasn't able to do it. I failed. I wasn't able to get it back. I couldn't retrieve what he took from you. Oh, I'm so glad. At least I got to tell you I was sorry.
Keen.
Thank you, Dad. Good. Everybody seems to be all right.
Ichigo Kurosaki. Are you really him? Are you truly Ichigo Kurosaki?
What do you mean?
If you really are Ichigo Kurosaki, I'm disappointed. I don't feel any spiritual pressure from you at all. Even if you're restraining your spiritual pressure, it's inconceivable that I wouldn't feel it. What that tells me is that you failed to evolve. You failed to take advantage of the final opportunity I gave you.
Yes. Your eyes are stronger. This is good. Now I can die. And leave this in your hands.
How disappointing, Ichigo Kurosaki.
Aizen, let's go somewhere else. I don't want to fight here. It's not the place for this.
That's a pointless suggestion. Those are the words of someone who possesses power enough to stand face to face with me and fight against me. But don't be too worried. Before Karakura Town is destroyed, you will...
What? Impossible, this can't be! He overpowered me?
Let's do this, Aizen. Come on, it'll be over real quick.
Seeping, muddled moon show, insolent vessel of lunacy, seethe, deny, paralyze, flicker, and disturb sleep. Crawling princess of iron, constantly disintegrating doll of mud. Unite, repel, come back down to earth, and know your own powerlessness. Hado number 90, Kurohitsugi!
This is Kurohitsugi performed with full incantation. It's a torrent of gravity that distorts space and time, a thing someone like you could never understand.
I guess you still haven't realized it. You see, the truth that you don't seem to grasp yet is that my power is greater than yours. Feels strange, doesn't it? You asked me earlier for the reason why I backed away from you. And now here you are, backing away from me. Is it my turn to ask this time? Why don't you tell me? Why did you back away from me?
I see. Are you exultant now because you managed to stop my swing? Are you exultant now because you managed to crush my Kido? Are you exultant now because you managed to wound me?
Don't be too full of yourself, human!
I see. So you cannot allow it, Hogyoku. It seems You simply can't forgive a human getting the better of me. Ah, I see. So that's all it did to you. Can you hear me, Ichigo Kurosaki? You certainly did shatter and transcend the boundary that exists between Soul Reapers and Hollows, at least for a moment. But having lost all your power, you're only the shell of your former self now. You're no longer in any way worth taking in and understanding. Now, you will die at the hands of a truly transcendent being. And what's more, by killing you here, I will bid farewell to the despicable trash that are known as Soul Reapers and Hollows. It is over, Ichigo Kurosaki.
Over? Is this really all that you got? Let's not waste any more time, Aizen. Honestly, I'm just so sick of your crap. I'll show you. This is the final Getsuga Tensho. The final Getsuga Tensho is for me to become Getsuga itself. Ugetsu.
Allow it. I have no limits.
What is that form?
The final Getsuga Tensho is for me to actually become Getsuga itself. Using this technique means that I'm going to lose all of my Soul Reaper powers. That's why this is the final one.
I still don't feel anything. It can't be. Having evolved to a plane beyond the Soul Reapers, just as two-dimensional entities aren't able to interfere with three-dimensional entities. Unless I purposely elected to lower my level to allow myself to be interfered with, my spiritual pressure could not be sensed by Soul Reapers or by humans. Can it be? Could he be? Even more elevated than me? Is it possible that he's on an even higher plane than I am? No way. That simply can't be. It can't be possible. No human can conceivably surpass me. No, that's just not...
Ugetsu.
If you use this technique, word of warning, you're going to lose all of your Soul Reaper powers. Goodbye, Ichigo.
You're still regenerating? Crap! My Soul Reaper powers, they're disappearing now.
You lose, Ichigo Kurosaki. Look, my Zanpakuto is disappearing. I'm sure that you must know just what that means. The Hogyoku has determined that I no longer have any need for a Zanpakuto. I'm like you now. I'm one with my Zanpakuto and its powers. No, I will be able to reach heights far loftier than you now, considering that you've lost all of your powers. It's over, Ichigo Kurosaki! What is this? A Kido? But when did you...
It appears that it's finally activating.
Kisuke Urahara, is this your doing?
Yes. I actually fired that Kido into you earlier, contained within a separate Kido. Before your metamorphosis was complete, I took advantage of the moment to strike when you were at your most vulnerable.
So that was when...
You see? It's a seal. If you were able to successfully fuse with the Hogyoku, I knew that it would be practically impossible to kill you at that point. So I developed this new Kido in hopes that I could use it as a way to seal you up.
I see. Well, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but look, I'm evolving now. I'm about to progress still further. You can't seal me away with something like that. It simply can't be done with a Kido of this level. What? What is this? The power that I had acquired is now disappearing.
That's the will of the Hogyoku. The seal that I fired into you is finally taking effect now. And the reason for that is because your power has weakened. What the Hogyoku is saying is that it doesn't recognize you as its master.
No, that can't be. That's not possible. That's not... No! That's not possible! Kisuke Urahara, I utterly despise you. With a mind as brilliant as yours, why do you accept the status quo? Why? How can you just keep on obeying that thing?
That thing? Do you mean Soul King? Oh, I see. So you saw it. Without the Soul King there as a uniting force, the Soul Society would become divided. It's part of what bonds us together. Without such a bond connecting us, we crumble easily. That's merely the way that the world operates. That's all.
That's the logic of a loser. The question that a winner asks isn't how the world is, but instead, a winner asks how the world should be, how they want it to be.
We now sentence Sosuke Aizen, former captain of Squad 5, to 18,800 years of imprisonment in Underground Prison 8, Mukin.
So, you people are the ones who'll be handing judgment down on me, eh? Rather comical, wouldn't you say?
Traitor! Don't press your luck just because you're immortal! Hurry up and cover his eyes and mouth. Extend his sentence to 20,000 years.
I will stand at the top.
I want to thank you all so much for coming today.
Thank you. I know it's a busy day, so I appreciate you all coming.
Captain, Renji would still like to get a chance to see it.
It won't be an issue showing it to him. I showed it countless times during my days in Squad 5.
What did you show? What was it?
My Shikai, of course.
Is that your Shikai? Well, well.
Yes. I thought that today I would teach you all about the abilities of my Zanpakuto, Kyokusui Getsu.
That's Captain Aizen's Shikai.
Whoa, hey, it's not like you're ever gonna fight against it. There's no need to be so tense about it, you know? Come on, don't be so pathetic. And you call yourself a lieutenant. Ridiculous. You've heard about it, haven't you? Captain Aizen's Shikai? Apparently, it has the ability to confuse and panic its enemies. We don't really have any reason to be worried at all.
Indeed, you're about half right. Which means you're half wrong, too. You see, my Kyokusui Getsu has a very dangerous ability. What it does is confuse its opponent by using diffused reflections of fog and water. But that's not all.
I had already assumed confusion would be a troublesome ability.
In addition, it can make its opponent start attacking their allies. And if you like, you can even make your opponent attack everyone indiscriminately.
Huh?
So then, it appears you understand.
Captain Aizen's Shikai forces you to fight both friend and foe indiscriminately. When it's used, you can't tell ally from foe. Those affected by it begin to suspect everyone and everything around them. They mentally break down, and they become unable to fight. It's truly fearsome, depending on how you use it.
Can I ask you a question, Captain Aizen?
Of course, third seat Madarame. If something's on your mind, then just say so. I suppose it makes sense that my ability wouldn't be of very much interest to a Squad 11 soldier with different priorities, one who values direct confrontation.
It's not exactly like that. But why did you even call us lieutenants over to explain your Zanpakuto's abilities? If we figured out how to counter it, it could actually kind of put you into a life-or-death situation. And here you are showing it to everyone.
You people are no ordinary citizens.
Huh.
We all share the same duty. We're all in the court guard, after all. What would happen if you encountered an enemy who possessed a similar ability to me? It's no stretch to think that a Hollow could conceivably have such an ability. So, even if teaching you all could put me at risk one day, the thought of putting allies in preventable danger is one that I simply cannot tolerate. Now then, would you mind indulging me with a little bout?
Captain Aizen!
You are a captain, but not for this squad. I mean, if what you say makes sense, we'll play along, though I ain't gonna bow down to your every word. But hey, getting real battle experience is how you improve, after all. So, I'll take you up on that offer. Just try not to go easy on me, yeah?
Oh dear. Let's leave it there.
Thank you for sparring with me.
I would not want to deal with that.
But once you see with your own eyes, it's even worse. And there's simply zero way to counter it.
Next, 5th seat Ayasagawa. How about this time you take on a number of foes, facing them one by one?
Huh?
Haha, just kidding. I assume you understand now. I hope you see just how dangerous my power really is. At minimum, it is ideal for confusing the enemy, and in battle, a momentary opening can make all the difference.
Yeah, but I ain't losing next time.
Ikaku?
I'm looking forward to it.
Captain Aizen, I'm requesting a sparring match with you.
I'll spar with you too.
Of course. That was my intention right from the start. Okay, let's end this training here. Although we're done, I want you all to remember what I taught you today.
Yes! Captain Aizen, thank you so much!
Thank you very much. I learned a lot from this.
Captain Aizen, it looks like you've been busy.
Yes. Thank you, Momo.
Captain, you truly are incredible. Not only are you strong, but you provide us with such measured guidance. Frankly, I've always held great respect for you. Now, I know this will sound presumptuous, but I will continue devoting myself so that I can earn more trust in your eyes.
Momo. You know, you're quite the hard worker, aren't you? I have to tell you, I'm very glad to have you as my lieutenant.
Sir, I will continue devoting myself so that I can earn more trust in your eyes.
Well, that's a cheerful-looking face you're pulling.
Do you remember when I showed Kyoka Suigetsu to the lieutenants?
What a heartless man you are. By the way, Izuru's firmly in the palm of my hand now.
Oh? Was that so?
Please, just forget about it. Now that's rare. Are you feeling a little tired?
No, not at all.
There's no such thing as despair without hope. You know, I always thought that you were the philosophical type, Captain.
Despair. Continuing to mingle with those immersed in a peace they don't question, one that was granted to them by a deeply deceptive world. That's it exactly. That's how this environment appears to me. Now then, I assume he's progressing favorably.
Him?
Ichigo Kurosaki.
Ah.
Born from a Quincy, attacked by a Hollow, and sired by a Soul Reaper who left the Soul Society. Hollow, Quincy, Soul Reaper. It's possible that he may have inherited the qualities of them all. In fact, there may be limitless possibility in him.
That's fine then. I'm looking forward to the day that we get to meet him.
I'm sure you've also become quite fond of him, Gin. And?
Ah, that's right. I almost forgot entirely. I found that girl. The one who went missing in the world of the living, I mean.
Rukia Kuchiki. In short?
It's all according to plan.
Is that so? Then let's begin. It appears that at last the time has come to sit on the vacant throne.
So this is the Hogyoku's power then, is it? There's no good without the bad, huh? Nothing surprising there, but what I do know is that I've become more powerful.
I see. That's good. Once again, I say, welcome to Las Noches.
Well, what are you gonna tell me to do?
Nothing now. Although, perhaps, could you demonstrate to me some of your power?
That moonlight! He is for sure our moonlight! No doubt.
Nicely done.
It is only natural.
Lord Aizen! Lord Aizen!
Coyote Stark, I have one thing to tell you. Do not trust in me. Trust is only for the weak, for the powerless. We have no need for nonsense such as that. There is no need to trust in anyone. I mean, anyone. Whether that would be gods, or even in the world itself. Trust becomes sophistry the moment that the word is uttered. Right at this moment, if I were to tell you that you should put your trust in me, what would you think? That is the answer. There is no sense in such surface-level trust. During the time I spent with the Soul Reapers, I was someone who gained both trust and faith. But they were wrong about me from the very beginning. In all the world, there is nothing worth believing in. Not in the past, nor the future. There's nothing amusing about clinging onto meaningless things. Harsh reality is the only thing that actually exists. Then you have all the reason to pledge your loyalty to me, your righteous king. Once again, I am Sosuke Aizen. Let us go together.
Sorry, Lord Aizen.
That's enough, Geen. Let's end this.
Lord Aizen.
Fact is, you've served your purpose. Looks like you people were not worthy of fighting under me. I never imagined, after all the trouble I went through assembling you Espadas, that all your powers would be so incredibly inferior to mine. So this is it? This is all they could do? There was no being that was able to stand shoulder to shoulder with me, after all. Not one Soul Reaper, not one Arrancar. Yes, this feeling. It is despair. But then despair can be useful. It can also provide sustenance to life. Despair can be useful. It can also provide sustenance to life. I shall walk this path alone and assume the throne of the heavens. Neither Soul Reapers nor Arrancars can stand up to me now. There was no one who could stand by my side. That was true right from the start. Thank you, Geen. I owe you a debt of gratitude. Thanks to you, I've finally become a being that transcends both Soul Reapers and Hollows. And now, at last, I have subjugated the Hogyoku. Not even Ichigo Kurosaki could have hoped to become its vessel. I'm going to leave you here. I can devour you later on, after all of this has reached its conclusion. Ichigo Kurosaki. Are you really him? Are you truly Ichigo Kurosaki?
What do you mean?
If you really are Ichigo Kurosaki, I'm disappointed. I don't feel any spiritual pressure from you at all. Even if you're restraining your spiritual pressure, it's inconceivable that I wouldn't feel it. What that tells me is that you failed to evolve. You failed to take advantage of the final opportunity I gave you. You should have failed. But how? How? How can this be? How do you still stand before me?
Over? Is this really all that you got? Let's not waste any more time, Aizen. Honestly, I'm just so sick of your crap. I'll show it to you. You ready? This is the final Getsuga Tensho.
Can it be? Could he be? Even more elevated than me? Is it possible that he's on an even higher plane than I am? No way! That simply can't be. It can't be possible. No human can conceivably surpass me. I will stand at the top. If I can't do it, then who? Who else possibly could? Answer me, Ichigo Kurosaki. Answer me, Hogyoku. Answer me, you wretched world! This power!
What happened? Zangetsu! My power!
Aha. So that's it. Ichigo Kurosaki. I have no need to bear witness to this final Getsuga Tensho of yours. It only makes sense that you don't understand. Look.
Damn! How?
You have done very well to come even this far. But nonetheless, I'm afraid you are no longer valuable nor interesting to me. Now take a good look and make a promise to me. Right here and now. Pointless. There is no use in asking who I am. Welcome. This is the endpoint of endlessly expanding possibility. There is no need to be afraid. Please, feel at home. First, I would like to express my respect to you. After all, you shouldered the feelings of so many, and yet you still conquered incredible hardships in order to get here. I'd also like to offer my gratitude for your assistance. You see, your will, your choice, it all helped to further my evolution. And yet I stand not at the top, but here. That's right, that battle is raging. It continues still. I want you to feel it with your whole soul. To feel it, this feeling that I now bear.
It spins. It turns each time it touches the sun and the moon. It takes on unique shapes. The one thing that does not change is my powerlessness.
Hey, ugly! You want my soul? Then fight me, like a man! Move! Why did I come this far? To win! Just surviving means nothing! Just fighting means nothing! Nothing will change. Not unless I'm able to win. I'm fighting because I have to win.
I'm not a superhero or anything. It's not like I can protect everybody in the entire world. That's just the way it is. But I don't just want to protect the few I can hold in my arms either. That doesn't sit right with me. There's no way I'm gonna settle for that.
What are you? What I want, and what I'm gonna do, is protect as many people as I can!
Don't be too full of yourself, human!
Now, why did I show you the continuation of that battle? Because I wanted to communicate to you the reason that I was foiled, why I was stopped by Ichigo Kurosaki. What was the reason? One, because I let my guard down. Wrong. Two, that the Hogyoku didn't choose me. Wrong. 3. My power was inferior. It was less than that of Ichigo Kurosaki. Also wrong. You look like you understand. Yes, that's right. It was the heart to continue moving forward, to go on no matter the hardship. You see, back then, I saw limitless possibility in Ichigo Kurosaki. Not in the boy himself, but rather the potential in his evolution. My encounter with you is much the same. This chance meeting, it would be easy to dismiss as having been born of some form of curiosity. However, in you, there must have been a strong will. Only those who continue to evolve have that firm desire to reach this point. That I can affirm. The world did indeed transform. It evolved. Ichigo Kurosaki faced many hardships. Each one that he wrestled with built a thick wall that stood in his path. But regardless of the struggle involved, he faced them head-on and moved forward. He strode forward, and that advancement gave rise to an undeniable miracle. Consider. Whenever you followed your heart, and you were determined to succeed, many hardships often followed. However, despite that, pressing forward with that same self-determination, that is what allows humans to change things. Your evolution will undoubtedly bring about change to your own world. That's right. The name of that evolution is...
Violence. Sacrifice. I am... This power, it must be used to prevent sacrifice. That's the whole reason why I gained power and became an Espada. I wonder, did I make the right choice? Lord Aizen,
What an intriguing fight that was, Holibel. To win without causing pain. Why, your actions are nigh antithetical to all that Arrancar stand for. I find it to be quite admirable. Everyone, be they human, Soul Reaper, or even Arrancar, always says that sacrifices have to be made for the greater good. But such thinking is that of the pitiful and powerless. Personally, I would never allow you to be sacrificed, because actions such as those do not belong in the new world that I'm seeking to create. Holibel, I will bring your ideal to fruition. Now, head on back.
That's right. That which I desire most in this whole world is... Why? What?
I never imagined, after all the trouble I went through assembling you Espadas, that all your powers would be so incredibly inferior to mine.
What is this? Aizen! What are you doing?
What do you mean?
You told me to join you. That you would lead us to an ideal world. One free from sacrifice.
Those are my words, yes. But only the powerful may join me.
What?
You simply lack the necessary strength. Also, you are not worthy of attaining it. That's all there is to it. Cutting away that which is beneath oneself does not constitute sacrifice. To call it such would be naive and ignorant. That the losers become sustenance for the winners is only natural.
How dare you!
What a pain. Don't make me have to swing my sword twice at someone like you.
Apache. Mila Rose. Sansa. I'm sorry.
Lord Aizen.
Oh, this is rather sudden, Kaname.
The day when you stand at the top approaches. Before that day, there's one thing. I have just a single favor I want to ask of you.
Let's hear it.
As you know, I have joined you up to now to pursue the path of justice and change this world for the better. However,
One bent on revenge such as I would seem to have no place in the world that you're seeking to build. Therefore, I would have myself die, and through that, complete that cleansing. If before that moment arrives, I should change my ways and, for some reason, embrace this world of filthy soul reapers. If somehow this world were to provide me with the peace it has so long denied me, then I would want to be eradicated right there and then.
I'll make you a promise. Should such a day ever come, I will take mercy on you, and with my very own hand, I will eliminate you.
Thank you. I pledge myself to this cause. Together, we shall change this world.
I'm counting on you, Kaname.
I am frightened. In that sense, I am no different from Shuhei. But the fears that we have are very different beasts. My fear is that I won't be able to attain my goals before I disappear. And those who live in blissful ignorance, who welcome soul reapers with open arms and fill their hearts with false salvation, I fear more than anything. I will succeed in my great cause. I will uncloud the world. I will cleanse it from my friend who was betrayed by the Soul Reapers, by the Soul Society, by this world. I am.
Hiyori! Well, what a pleasant surprise. So tell me, what can I do for you, Captain Urahara?
Kisuke, why did you come here, you idiot?
Lieutenant Aizen?
Yes.
What are you doing here?
Nothing. As you can see, I found the wounded members of the investigation unit who had been looking into the Konpaku disappearance case. I was only trying to do my best to help them.
Why are you lying to me about this?
Lying? I'm afraid I don't understand. What's wrong with a lieutenant trying to help a captain?
No, that isn't what I'm talking about right now. You said that they were wounded. Take a look. You call this wounded? It's really not good to lie. This is howlification.
I see. Just as I thought. You're the man I expected you to be. I'm very glad that you came here tonight. This conversation is over.
Aizen.
Oh, so you followed me. Nothing that you might try is going to work against me. I would have thought that a man of your intellect would already understand that fact.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure of that. However much that may be the case, it's still no reason to start giving up. Don't you think that's so? Ichigo is the one who opened that door. And right now, he's continuing to fight with all his strength against the fate that was waiting for him. I know just what I have to do.
Haven't you had enough?
Ichigo!
Aizen, let's go somewhere else. I don't want to fight here. It's not the place for this.
Sorry to put the burden all on you. Listen to me. I understand just how precious your power is to you, but...
Aizen. I knew it. I figured that it had to be you.
So you knew all along. I'm impressed.
Of course I did! I always thought you were dangerous. There was just something about you that couldn't be trusted. So that's why. That's the reason I chose you to be my lieutenant. So that I could keep you close and maintain a watchful eye over you, Aizen.
Well, thank you for that, Captain Hidako. The feelings of distrust that you harbor for me have blinded you.
I told you, I knew.
No. You had no idea that for the last month, the person who was walking behind you wasn't actually me at all.
What?
I have the ability to create a wide range of illusions. That is the true ability of my Zanpakuto, Kyoka Suigetsu. That power is called complete hypnosis.
What's that? Complete hypnosis?
You're very astute, Captain Hidako. It's rather ironic. If you had simply treated me the same way that other captains normally treat their lieutenants, then you might have been able to figure it out. But you didn't treat me like that. Because you continued to have trouble putting your trust in me, you maintained a certain distance from me. You never opened yourself up. You never divulged information. You never tried to get to know me. That is why you were never able to see the truth. Not even when I replaced myself with a complete stranger. You see, if you'd only had a deeper understanding of me, it seems very likely that you would have spotted the small differences. But instead, your behavior led to a different fate. You are now lying there on the ground because you never truly got to know me, Captain Hidako.
He knew of my suspicion and turned it against me.
And one more thing. You said that you chose me as your lieutenant so that you'd be able to keep an eye on me. That's incorrect. Just as captains have the right to appoint their lieutenants, officers may refuse such appointments when they're offered. I had the choice. I easily could have refused to be your lieutenant. So, why didn't I? Because it was ideal. Your immense suspicion and your enduring skepticism of me were the perfect ingredients that I needed to bring my plan to fruition. Do you understand? You were not the one who chose me. In fact, I chose you, Captain Hidako. If I may, perhaps you owe the others a heartfelt apology. You see, because I was the one who chose you, your friends are now all lying there, on the ground.
Aizen!
I'm very grateful to you for being so easily provoked.
Damn it! Me too? Oh man, I'm really back in my old haunt here. These robes sure do bring back a lot of memories, both happy and painful. You know, when push came to shove, you ended up doing all the hard work, Ichigo. I'm sorry. I really am. If only I could have done.
Approaching carelessly will be the end. It sounds so absurd. Whether you approach carelessly, or do so with caution, or even don't bother to approach at all, it won't make the slightest bit of difference. I'm not talking about the future. Your destruction is set. It's an inescapable and unpreventable fact of history.
He's taunting us. Don't let him get to you!
What exactly is there to fear? You all died that night. It was something that happened 100 years ago now.
Yuri! Yuri! As if... I couldn't finish you off, but still, I managed to buy us a little time. Enough for us to win. Aizen! Now, Ichigo! 100 years. That's how long I've waited for this moment. You're gonna give back everything you took from us. Everyone, now!
Oh, I see. Not even this? You still live even after this? Wonderful, wonderful. It's just like I thought. Former Ajukas are so much better than former Gillians that it's not even funny.
You seem to be enjoying yourself, Zayalaparo.
Well, if it isn't Lord Aizen, so to what do I owe the pleasure? I am honored that you would even speak to someone as lowly as myself.
There is such a thing as being too humble. Remember that I employ you on the basis of your talent. Which reminds me of why I'm here. I wanted to know whether I can do anything for you and your research.
Absolutely not. I wouldn't dare to ask. The opportunity to continue my research like this is more than I could ask for, and you shall see the fruits that result from my endeavors very soon, my lord.
I see. Zayalaparo, would you be willing to spar with me?
What? But why? Am I being punished?
No, this is your payment.
Payment?
I have hired you in order to conduct this wonderful research of yours. It is only natural that I would offer payment to you for it. And the fighting data of the King of Huecomundo, wouldn't you say it's valuable enough to cover your price? Furthermore, I will spare no effort when it comes to aiding the advancement of your research. Well?
You mean that you would even go as far as to become research material for me? You really do mean that? I'm a scientist. I could never turn down such an offer. I'll hold nothing back. Is that acceptable?
Of course I don't mind.
My gratitude is beyond mere words. Very well then, let us begin.
Good. That should be enough, Zayalaparo. You are just as talented as I thought.
Oh, I am extremely flattered.
And that's not all. You're also trying to surpass me.
I would never.
Please, don't worry. I wasn't reprimanding you. As I said earlier, your talent is what makes you valuable to me. That, and your ambition as well. Please think of it as nothing more than a compliment.
You're very merciful. You've left me feeling humbled.
You said your research will soon bear fruit. I agree. You're an incredibly talented Arrancar with his heart set on a quest. I cannot help but be thrilled when I think of where it will end up leading you.
Lord Aizen. Yes, of course. Now I see it all so clearly, Lord Aizen. The scales have fallen from mine eyes, and finally I understand. You were seeking perfection all along. You were doing the same thing that I was.
That's what your attempts at turning the incomplete Hogyoku into a full one were? They were your way of seeking to achieve perfection! Am I correct? Is that not so, Lord Aizen?
Szayelaporro, let me ask you this directly. Do you believe beyond any doubt that a perfect life form can exist?
Of course! I am completely sure!
Indeed. I look forward to the day when I will at last be able to witness the perfect life form that you seek, Szayelaporro.
Yes! I will not disappoint!
Hello, Gin.
Oh my, that was rather heartless. I don't believe that I've ever seen him look so overjoyed before. Tell me, what do you think? What do you make of it?
Of what?
Szayelaporro, and the goal that he's ready to sacrifice everything in order to attain. I merely wanted to know what you think about it.
The same as you do, Gin.
There he is! Hey, Captain!
Oh, Momo and Aizen are here too.
Hey, Toshiro. That's Captain Aizen to you.
So, you called Captain Hitsugaya out here, huh? What did you do that for?
My, isn't it your birthday, Captain? Oh, look! Aren't winter fireworks just so romantic?
Happy birthday, Toshiro.
To folks like us from the Rukon district, a birthday isn't something worth thinking about.
Everyone always says they know their birthday, but no one actually remembers the event. Instead, we just celebrate the day that someone we trust told us was the correct day. Whether it's true or not doesn't matter. I think that knowing one's birthday is just one of the many small pieces of happiness in life.
Thanks, Aizen. Thanks, Momo. Thanks, Rangiku.
Thanks.
Right here, there are several people who are very important to me. I must become stronger. I want to be able to keep them safe, no matter what happens. I thought I swore to do that.